Blog Talk Radio.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Jets Radio. This is one of your hosts, Tyson Roush. And can't the Jets have nice things? Like, cannot we ever have a calm, quiet offseason? I'm driving home from work. I'm trying to get through this goddamn week. I'm like, oh. And all of a sudden, lo and behold, chaos breaks out. Usually it's like a Friday news dump where it's like 3 or 4 o'clock on Friday where it kind of buried the story. But nope, here we are. So we're going impromptu Let's Talk Jets Radio. You can follow this show at Talk Jets Radio, Instagram and Twitter. We're on YouTube, Let's Talk Jets Radio. We appreciate everybody that's been listening. I did about 30 fan series interviews. If you want to do one of those, all you got to do is reach out to us and get you on. TRoush21 on Twitter, and we'll see what happens. So obviously this show is all about Mr. Jamal Adams and his apparent trade demand and all kinds of shit broke loose. So I'm going to bring on my good friend Tyrone, who I knew he was chomping at the bit to talk about things. I'm like, let's talk about it. So, Tyrone, what is going on, my friend?
What's going on, Tyson, man?
Long time no talk.
I couldn't wait for Tuesday, buddy. So when you were like, let's do it tonight, buddy. This is gonna be a show, bro. I mean, this gonna
Tyrone,
be epic,
hold on.
man.
I got a question for you though. But how is your podcast tour doing? Because I know you're a celebrity now. I know you're very busy, so I appreciate your time tonight. But how is your tour going, man? Are you getting good deals and sponsors and stuff?
I'm getting there, bro. But the only problem was you didn't cash out me my cash for doing the show tonight, man. So we'll square up after the show, bro.
I gotta Venmo that shit.
Together. Yo, man. Oh my God, bro. Today. Like, when they came across, I was like, bro, it froze me. I was like, come on. Then I heard the trade demands, and then what really got my blood boiling, I'll take the trade, and I'm not worrying about the contract if I get to go where I want to go. Woo!
Well,
this show
yeah, but
right
see,
here.
There's a lot to digest here, and I'll start with this. First of all, I predicted this, 6 months ago? And everybody called me an asshole. But 6 months ago, we predicted all of this. Now it's coming to a head. And now it's a matter of who you believe, who you trust, what report's true, what report's not. Now, I'll start out like this. I've been the entire time, I've told you and everybody else, listen, I pay him. I would have paid him right after the draft. I would have got this deal done. There's no need to just play this game. The Jets have said in public they want to pay him. They want to make him a Jet for life, just not now. So now they want to play the waiting game and do all this shit. Doesn't matter if you pay him in June or September or if you pay, it's just semantics. If you want to pay him, just pay him and avoid all this. Because now you're alienating your best player. But what you just said is what broke my back. And I'm like, listen, if you're willing to be traded and not get a contract extension because you want to go to a winning team, that's just like, you know what? That's giving a middle finger to me, to you, to the team, to the fans, to everybody. That's a game changer, dude. That's like, dude, you're not about that. That's what broke me. And I'm one of his biggest supporters, dude. I was on Twitter all day long saying, pay this guy. He is worth every goddamn penny. But if he's saying, you know what, I just want out because I want to be out of this shit because I'm not getting my deal. I want to go to a winning team. That means you're not all this stuff he preached about. I want to change the culture. This is me. It's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
Dude, he's coming off. If I was his agent, I would do some serious damage control right now and start just squashing these reports because that report right there was like, you know what, Jamal, I'm done. Like, I'm done. You can't defend him then, dude. If you're willing to leave us to go somewhere else just to win and not even make more money, then everything you sold us about changing the culture and I want to be part of the solution, I'm here for you, I'm your president, you're a fraud. Period. There's no way you can't.
Tyson,
even I can't support him now, dude. Like, there's no way you can support it.
Tyson, this is the problem. We're such a bad organization. People will overlook his comments. See, I've been an avid supporter of paying this guy. When everyone said when it's unpopular, we shouldn't pay him. He's only, he's not an essential player. Yes, he is. But that shit he did today, bro, what he said today, if that's a true statement, bro, sit your ass at home then, pimp. I don't care what you do. Listen, I'm going to tell you something I said this on the show about a month ago with you guys. I am not trading you nowhere you want to go. You want to go to Dallas, bro? There's no way on God's earth your ass to go to Dallas. You think I'm going to allow you to seek a trade for where you want to go? Not happening. And this is the problem, bro. Like, all that stuff he sold us, all that stuff that he's a stand-up guy and he's a leader, bro. If he made those statements, man, don't get me wrong, you want to get paid, I don't have a problem with that. You want to protect your brand, you want to protect your investment, I don't have a problem with that. But for you to say you'll go to another team and don't want a contract, that means, bro, you want it out here anyway. And there's no way, if I was Joe Douglas, there's no way I'm letting your ass out here, bro. Set your ass at home, bro, and enjoy your off season. I see, you know what? I mean, and everyone's like, well, he's going to call. I don't care what kind of problem he calls. I'll find his ass every time he give me an issue, bro. Listen, this is the problem with players, bro. You think, this is not the NBA, right?
But the one thing, Tyrone, and I agree with a lot of things you're saying. The one thing, and when the Jets made this comment, I immediately reacted to it, and everybody again called me an asshole, which I know it's a trend with that. But it was like when the Jets said, we want to make Jamal Adams a Jet for life. If you start saying all this stuff in the media, playing this media game to buy, like you're buying the popularity with the fans, you're buying that leverage, and then you don't make him an offer. Because there's different levels to the story, man. And I know everybody hates Jamal right now, and all these fans that are ripping him to shreds, if he stays here, they're going to be his best friend again in 2 days, like they always do. But the Jets did some things too. I don't think they're perfect here. I think they try to say all the right things, but their actions didn't match their words, which has been a history of this organization. So if they say, listen, man, we will make you a Jet for life, and they'll say, we'll talk to you after the draft, and after the draft is what, May? And now we're heading into July, and he didn't get his first proposal yet? That's kind of like, hey, man, shit or get off the pot. Are we talking business or are we not? Because if we're not, I want out. Because I get that. Like, I understand his point of view, dude. Where it's like, listen, and the fans that are telling me, like, oh, he should honor his contract. Teams don't honor their contracts. Like, he outplayed his contract. That's a fact. He's an all-pro player. He deserves a new deal. So don't tell me he should just play under his contract for 2 more years. It's not the way the NFL works anymore. But the Jets are saying, okay, they promised, they said they were going to make a deal with him, and they haven't. And I think they're trying to play this waiting game with him, and it's getting ugly. I think both parties have some issue here. I don't like the way Jamal Adams is handling it. I think this is it's coming off like just whatever. But, dude, this is a mess. This is truly a mess. And then to have this list of fucking teams he wants to go to. I mean, it's just like, and it's all the best teams in the NFL. Bro. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. I'm like, there's bridges being burned everywhere right now.
This is my point right here, man. I don't have a problem with him. You know, one is money. He deserves his money. He deserves the contract. Everyone knows he outplayed his contract. But technically, let's be honest here. You have 2 years under your contract. Well, what you're asking us to do is unheard of and unprecedented.
Not unheard of. Christian McCaffrey got it done. Christian McCaffrey's got a deal.
Okay.
It's not unheard of.
Okay.
It's done before.
Okay.
But here's the other thing. But here's my comeback to that. You know what? I really don't give a shit what the rest of the NFL does. Because we finally have homegrown talent. Why don't we keep it? Instead of worrying about what everybody else does, which the Jets are always good at, and so are the fans, well, everybody else did this. We suck for a long goddamn time. So how about this? The homegrown talent, the guys we draft that we always want to keep and we never do, this is one of the best ones we've ever drafted. He's an all-pro player. How many times we draft them? So in terms of that, listen to this, Tyrone. Here's the deal. If this was you're Jamal Adams, and you've played 3 years, and you know after your third year is done, you are now officially eligible to ask for a new contract. You've earned that right. And you're coming off an all-pro season. What the hell would you do? I know what I would do. I'm like, listen, we're talking contract.
No,
I want my money.
Listen,
you know what? He's one play away from never playing again.
Listen, I don't have a problem. Like I said, I don't have a problem with him wanting his money. I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem when you're out in the media, you're making these statements on Twitter talking about, you know what I'm saying, you'll go play for a team, you know what I'm saying, and don't want a contract. So which one do you want? You want your contract, or you just want it from us? But you go play for somebody else, but you don't want a contract. That's bullshit.
But could the Jets be a fault? Could the Jets be a fault? And should they have reached out to you and said, listen, man, you know what? We can't talk contract in July. We will sit down at the negotiating table in September. Because according to his message on social media, he didn't even get his first proposal yet. So they haven't even talked turkey with him yet, which is probably pissing him off. He's like, listen, you told me you want to make me a Jet for life. You told me we're going to talk contract. We haven't talked shit, and now the training camp's around the corner. So, and he's like, listen, this is the only leverage he has, man. He has nothing else he can do. Because the CBA's changed. So what else, other than holding out and getting fined a ridiculous amount of money, it's caused a complete media nightmare, become an ultimate distraction to either work your way out of town or get a new contract. But the way he's going about it is just terrible. Like the story today is just terrible. There's no way to this shit when he won't get a new extension somewhere else. That just swayed my whole opinion on everything.
And that's the whole point of it, man. Like I said, man, don't get me wrong. Everyone knows Jamal has absolutely outplayed his contract, hands down. You know, and I don't know if they offered him a contract or not. We only get one side of a story. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere I was always told it's two sides of the story, somewhere in the middle and then the truth. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I think Jamal is an amazing player, and I love Jamal, and I love him being a Jet. But that kind of stuff, man, it just shows me that you don't want to be here. And everyone is like, well, just trade him and take a second. I'm not trading his ass nowhere for taking a second, bro. I'm not doing that. It makes no damn sense. He'll send his ass at home and be miserable.
But here's the question, though, and what I really hate to read, and like I was going back at everybody now, I don't even care. What I hate to read is, based on these comments, he's not a leader. We don't want him anymore. I don't really give a shit what he writes on social media. I don't care. On the field, he's a game-breaking talent. This is about dollars and cents and common sense. This is what it's coming down to. That's really all it is. But now it's like, right? That's it. Like I don't like he's handling it terribly. He has no other leverage, man. There's nothing else he can really do. So he's going this route, but now where do the Jets play in this? Like, do they have any responsibility here? Should they have reached out to him? Should they have handled that better than themselves, saying, listen, we got to make a deal? Like, is this all the blame on Jamal at this point?
Well, my whole point is this, man. He had, like you said, he has no leverage. And, you know what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong, he does deserve a contract. And he should have at least received the offer. But, like I said, man, sometimes they say, well, there's smoke, there's fire. And him wanting to play in Dallas is something that he's made very obvious is something he wants to do. Now, I wouldn't oblige him and send him nowhere he wants to go. I don't care what kind of list you got. Number one, Joe D.
Yeah, but here's the question though. And just to cut you off, I'm sorry, I'm all fired up, dude. I'm ready to just hit the punching bag for about a half hour. Now, based on what's going on, have the Jets lost leverage because in terms of a trade? Because now the entire world knows Jamal Adams wants out. So if the Jets are quote-unquote stuck with him, they can say, listen, we want 2 first-rounders and a third. A team can be like, screw you, I ain't giving you that. He wants out. I'm going to give you less now. Is his value diminished based on his stance right now?
Well, let me ask you a question. Would you trade Jamal for a second?
No.
Okay,
no, if I'm not getting 2 first-rounders, if I'm not getting a king's ransom for this guy, he could sit here every day and miserable and I can give a shit. I'm not bargaining. I'm not handing him away, dude. You can't do that.
Let me ask you a question. Tyson. Okay, if we trade Jamal, he's not going to be with us, right?
Right.
If he sets his ass at home, he's not going to be with us, right?
Yep.
So why the hell would I go ahead and give this guy away? Why would I do that? You think if I was Joe Douglas, you think I want to care if you throw a tantrum or you're mad? You think I give 2 shits about that, brother? When you're under contract, bro, you think I care about that? See, this is the whole problem. See, this is the issue with people not looking at. Now, the damage that's being done might not be repairable. This is the issue. Because now, as fans, if I was in that locker room, man, would you want to trust this guy? Listen, I understand he wants his money. I have no issue with that. But you're telling me that you want to leave for a better team? That's
the story. Dude, that was it.
That's the real nut breaker right there, bro. It's like kicking me in the balls, man. Like, so how can I respect you as a leader if we give you the contract you want? No, he's probably out of here, bro. But I'm telling you, he would not get out. Listen, I promise you, he'll set his ass at home all off season. And look, everyone knows this kid loves football. This kid's not going to sit at home. He's not going to do that. So I don't care what kind of problems you cause, man. You're a grown-ass man. Either you shut up and play or you sit your ass home and play. We'll ship you where the hell we want to ship you. You wouldn't go to Dallas. You're not going to Baltimore. You're not going to Philly. You're not going nowhere you would desire to go to, bro. Trust and believe that shit. That's not happening. Not happening. And Joe Douglas will be a damn fool to allow that. Any